Hi everyone, I wanted to make a quick video on this Adidas 5.10 Trailcross Mid Pro or something. I think that's what it's called. These shoes were brand new as of, I think, Friday, and today is Monday. I went camping down in Red River Gorge, down in Slade, Kentucky, or Stanton, Kentucky, however you look at it. And so these got some use, and I wanted to make just a quick review on them. First off, when they are new, it looks, when you start to put your foot in, it seems like they are going to be a pretty tight fit, pretty narrow here. However, this tiny little place for, I don't think I have sausage fingers, but man, you can't really get too much of a finger in there. Back here, you've got a little pull tab, and by using those two tabs there, it really helps. It would have been cool if this had just a little bit wider of an opening to kind of match this, and it would have been perfect. And then when your foot goes in, it actually is a super secure fit. It doesn't feel bad at all. Previous reviewers have mentioned this this gum rubber outsole here. It's a very tacky outsole, but when you're on a trail or something, you're not noticing that. So you're just really thankful for these grooves here. They are deep. It is nice. I've never had a problem with the traction at all. So traction in this shoe is fantastic. There were some things that, however, I did not like about the shoe. One was, just over time, this point here to here, whatever this little part is called on your foot, it feels narrow. It feels a little bit more compressed. So most of the time, if a shoe is compressed, it seems like it's compressed in the toe box, and my pinky toe is getting crunched in or something. But with this shoe, it was right here. You can feel a sensation of pressure quite a bit right there. That wasn't like the biggest problem. The biggest problem was right back here in this area. I made the mistake of wearing ankle socks, and I wear ankle socks, for almost everything I wear, unless I think of it otherwise. But there is a spot in this shoe that rubs, and I can't really show it all that well, but back here, there is a place that rubs the Achilles, and it actually rubbed really bad blisters on both of my feet. Once you get moving in them and you're walking, you don't notice it so much, but it's one of those things where the moment you take them off, you feel that sensation of the burn, and then you try to put them back on and walk again, and it's absolutely brutal. Additionally, right here at the actual ankle, you've got these pads, and I know that this is some really cool technology that they've embedded into the shoes, and I'm appreciative of it. It's really neat, but it does tend to rub at like when I took the shoes off, I saw some minor irritation on the ankles themselves, and it had to have been from these plates. As soon as your foot goes in, it's going to flex out, and just the natural movement, I guess, where your foot is going to move, but this stays more stationary, this rubs over time. It wasn't any type of irritation that caused pain. It was just When I took it off, you could see that there was a point there. Also, one of the big issues was it was horrible weather. It just rained all the time out there. And so you see all this mud and stuff. And so ventilation is kind of an important thing, but you can't, you're basically going to get some swamp feet in these things. If you're getting rained on, you can't really, they didn't really dry out, in the tent. Now that was just more of a weather related issue. However, this pair of shoes were really, really bad as far as creating some swamp feet conditions, even to the point where when I was taking off the sock, it was, kind of almost wearing a blister down at the bottom of I don't know what that ball of the foot is called right behind the toe, but that front ball of the foot, that is, which would be right around here on a shoe, it was creating kind of a blister. But that was not the fault of the shoe. It was more of kind of the conditions that I was kind of facing. Now, as far as aesthetics, these shoes are absolutely fantastic. I love the way they look. I walked into a camp store, and a nice lady there complimented them, said she really liked them. So that was cool. Anyway, I just wanted to give some overall thoughts on these shoes. I really like the lacing system. I like you're not going to get like mad comfort here in the cushion themselves. So that's not what you're going to get out of these shoes at all. I think what you're getting is something that appears to be extremely rugged. It does seem to be durable, and it gives kind of more of a custom fit, because you've got this, it's almost like a booty here, and it flexes with the foot. It feels nice and secure, but it didn't feel too tight. The only place, again, that felt a little too tight was this point here, which seems to be rather narrow for me, too narrow. Yeah, I wish it was maybe just if I was making it, I'd try to make it maybe a little bit more breathable, but they're already putting in some mesh here. So how much more breathable they can make it, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's about it. And maybe I would probably put in a little bit more step-in comfort, but I'm a big dude. So I was feeling that more than some little guy might feel if he was wearing the same shoes. But overall, I do love these shoes, and I'll probably end up wearing them for every camping trip going forward for a while.